was dealing with fibroids. And although I remedied that situation, I do still monitor what I eat just so that I can keep everything under control. I don't want to go back into that situation again. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to be having to eat today, and maybe this will give you some additional ideas to what you can do as well. So I gotta start off with a nice warm tea. I'm not gonna have a very heavy breakfast today, so let's pour my water. I make my own powder. This is my burdock tea. All you need to do is just dehydrate your burdock root, and then you want to grind it up into a powder. It's not very difficult, guys. You can do this on your own. I have a couple of videos showing how to turn different fruits and vegetables into a powder. The really great thing with this is that burdock, it's one of those the most scent herbs, and so it has that mucilage inside of it, and it's very high in inulin. And so that mucilage is really good for the gastrointestinal tract. It's also really good for digestion. So I'll have this tea. I like to take it out onto my balcony when it's nice out and get my little drink on. I usually start off with doing my meditations, and then I go straight into doing a few yoga poses. This allows me to strengthen and to stretch out my lower back, and then I work on my shoulders. I just want to keep limbo, and then afterwards I'll probably do a more powerful workout, but definitely the yoga is a must. So after I have my workout, I'm gonna have my smoothie. So this is my breakfast smoothie. It's just a few ingredients. I'm gonna put in a few dates, some water, sea moss, some soursop, and this is my fresh coconut milk. I can't forget my banana. This is a burro banana, so that's gonna be part of my sweetener as well, and then just get it all blended up for you. So let's get me a glass. Let's get a nice glass to put this inside of. And it's thick just like I like it, especially for breakfast when I'm not gonna have something really heavy on my stomach. This will really do it. Treat that. That's a great smoothie. Now, through the course of my day, I'll drink some chlorophyll water, and this is mixed down with some of the seaweed water. It's the Conscious Christmas water that I showed in the other video. I'll put a link in it. But it's just some chlorophyll water. This is some chlorella. And then for the water, it's just that seaweed water. So I drink this like throughout. I drink this throughout the course of the day. So no telling how many glasses I'll make, because when this is gone, I just continue to fill it up. This is a good way to get your iron in, and a lot of your other minerals. You get these in. So I'm gonna have one more of these. Run out to the market. I gotta pick up a few things, probably some mushrooms and a few vegetables. Unfortunately, I didn't get any video while I was at the market, but these are some of the great mushrooms that I picked up. These are called lobster mushrooms. Actually, it's more of a parasite that grows on the mushroom than it is an actual mushroom. And these are some of the pearl oysters that I got here. So I'm not going to cook these up. And these are some of my muscadines. These are, oh my gosh, muscadines are great. So I'll probably do some other recipes, some videos, and show you guys some of that. I'm not eating heavy today, guys, so I'm gonna have some wraps, and then I'm gonna have some greens. So these are the vegetables that's gonna go inside of it. Some red onions and some peppers. And then I'm gonna have my wraps with the romaine lettuce, and I also have some amaranth greens. So these are some mushrooms that I had marinating since this morning. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to show you guys. Let's get onions cut up and get the bell peppers cut up. Put my lettuce over to the side as well, just to kind of get it out of the way. I need to go ahead and take my greens, my amaranth, and so I can get these all chopped up. And then I'll go ahead and get these put in the colander and get them washed off. Right now, before I start the cooking the mushrooms, because they're wet, I wet up my dish towels and I place it around on my oven, just so that when the wet mushrooms hit that oil, because the oil is, of course, is hot, it's going to start splashing, and this will allow me to keep my stove clean. So I just place it around, just making sure that it's not going to be too close to the eye or anything. And again, the towels are wet. I just make sure they're going to be wet. Put them in, and what I wanted, those real nice grill marks. And just make sure that you cook all the water out. So with the greens here, this is some water. First, we're gonna get the onions and aromatics all cooked down. Well, it's just gonna be real light in the water, so it's more so like a steaming. There's no oil that I'm gonna be using inside of this. So it's just enough to give it a nice steam. And then these are some of the seaweed that was inside of the marinade with the mushrooms, and a few onions were inside of it, and some ginger. Right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I put in my amaranth greens, and I'll get that stirred around. So again, guys, this is not a heavy cook. This is really just going to be like just steaming all my vegetables down. That's really all this is just steaming them and getting them blanched. This is the broth from the marinade of the mushrooms. And that's just causing a bit more steam to come up inside of the pot to really blanch down the greens and get them steamed up. My mushrooms are done, so let's start getting everything plated up so I can go ahead and eat. I have my romaine lettuce here, so my amaranth greens, and my romaine. And I guess I could have cut But my mushrooms, they're kind of hot to my fingers too. But you know, they're easy to just break apart. So my dressing that's gonna go on top of my wraps. This is just gonna be a combination of some tomatoes, some basil, the tomato water, some lime juice, a little bit of kelps, and I think that's a little bit of cayenne and some onion powder, and that's really about it that I put inside of here. And everything's done. The callaloo, the amaranth greens, same color. They are so, those are so delicious. And you just taste all of the onions and the bell peppers and the seaweed. You have all those different variant tastes and they just meld so great together. I love how the mushrooms cook down really good. And the season just went through it so good because it marinated all while I was out at the market. Pretty much all day. So unfortunately I didn't catch when I had started marinating them this morning. But the last thing I'll be putting in my mouth today is actually going to be my drink. So this is the last of my chlorella water. And here's my chlorella glass. So seeing as this is going to be the last thing of the day, I'm going to make this warm, so I'll have the remainder of my chlorella water, and this is already mixed with my seaweed water, the Congress Christmas water, and I'm going to add some warm water to it. The Congress Christmas is really good for digestion, so having something kind of warm, and then it's going to be that chlorella. This helps out with I have the Congress Christmas. The Congress Christmas helps out with digestion. So this is a bottoms up for the end of my day.